Okay, I have another core exercise for you. This one I call split circles. It is a combination of a single leg circle and the double straight leg stretch exercise. You can do this both with a bent knee and with a straight leg, just depending on the looseness of your hip and the looseness of your hamstrings, as well as your strength in your core. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. You'll start with your legs up. Let's go ahead and start with the bent knee version for my beginners. Navel to spine connection is always the first thing on your checklist. What you will do is split the legs apart as wide as you can take them comfortably. Now the idea here is to let go of your hip rotators and flexors slightly. We're going to keep those abs in nice and strong. Take those legs forward, making sure you're not letting your back arch off the floor, and then bring it back to neutral. Open, circle, lift. Open, circle, lift. Now reverse. Go down, circle, and close. Down, circle, and close. Now I have pretty loose rotators. That comes from dance. The idea for you regular people that sit a lot and have tight hip flexors, the idea here is to loosen those hip flexors up. So always start by doing some simple leg circles here, trying to move that femur freely in the pelvis, in that hip socket. If you're tight, your pelvis will go with you as if your leg did not have articulation there. So the same thing would happen here. If you're tight and you can't split those knees apart, you're really not going to be able to do this exercise well. So you've got to try to allow yourself to let go as much as possible. You're also going to get a beautiful stretch out of it. Now for the people who are a little bit more flexible, you'll take your legs up a little bit longer. Again, never hyperextended. Always with a soft knee. Deep navel to spine. Split. Let them hang there for a minute. Let this release and allow yourself to stretch. Circle down. And pick it up. Open. Circle down. And pick it up. And the reverse. Down. Circle open. Inner thighs to close. Down. Circle. Inner thighs to close. Now my hips pop, and I get that question a lot from people about popping in the hips. As long as there's no pain involved or any lingering discomfort, that's a normal structural mobility thing. It can be a tendon popping over the bone to allow the head of the femur to rotate in the hip socket. That's absolutely normal. If it's a louder pop, that's usually a little bit of an air bubble that's in that hip socket. That's just popping. It's not a big deal. If you feel pain or discomfort during the pop or lingering after, that's something to think about and to go see a doctor, okay? That could mean multiple various things. So I can't diagnose you. I can't tell you what it is necessarily, but as long as there's no pain, then that's nothing to be concerned about. One hip might pop consistently, the other one might never pop, they both pop. It just depends on your body. It's a structural thing. The other thing that I want to make note of here is that you're maintaining that navel to spine. I will drill that into your head constantly, as I do with all of my clients. It is very important that you maintain that connection throughout, or else you run the risk of straining your lower back, which we're trying to avoid. That navel to spine connection is not only to create that beautiful aesthetic of a strong flat stomach, but it's also deeply supporting your spine. So let me know how it goes. I hope you enjoyed this one. It's a pretty good challenge.